Greetings, everyone. Happy Friday. Today is Venus Day. And it's also the solstice. There's so much happening right now astrologically. And I am really just kind of wrapping my head around it. So today is Venus Day, and Venus is currently in Taurus. Venus is the planet that governs love and beauty, and that's why I really wanted to show you guys my flowers. So I'm just sort of sidetracking, as I do often. You guys know how I like to chat. But look at this alocasia plant. So when we had COVID, I went and got plants. I had a neighbor that lived upstairs that gave me a plant for Christmas one time, and it pissed me off so much because he gave me this plant and I just was like, oh, thank you. I thought it was really nice. But then I realized that he gave me something that needed to be taken care of. And I was really pissed off about it. But now, I've gone and started getting my own plants. And this plant, when I first got it, was like as small as this one right here. And now it has blossomed into this big thing. And yesterday I repotted it, doing so well. And this philodendron here, this is such a great plant. It is, look at it. Just fully like, and my cats, they like to do little things that I'm like, leave the plants alone. Those are your brothers and sisters. This plant really started having a hard time because I was neglecting it. And now it's coming back so good. Look at these leaves. This aloe plant is, my neighbor gave it to me upstairs. And I don't really know about aloe so much. I'm just seeing how it works. And then this one, people say these plants are really easy, these snake plants. They say they're really easy, but I promise you, I have killed so many snake plants. I might water it once a month and then it'll die. And I'm like, what is going on? Organizing Chaos says, and they require almost as much communication and attention. That's right. That is the thing. Like, that's why I have them all in one place, because so I can communicate with them and talk to them and give them some love. Because if I don't, then they don't do well. But they're doing well now because I'm in communication with them on a regular basis, literally, like every day. Hi, oh, you look so pretty. Oh my goodness, look at you. Look at, like, this one right here is coming. Like, this leaf was all tight. Like, literally, they require a lot of attention. And then I have these cats right here that require so much attention. What do you want? You want to go out? You want to go out? You want to go out? I know. Okay. And then, all set. You want to come and say hello? Come here. Come and say hello. You want to come and say hi? Hi. Hi. Say hi. Say hello. Yep. I know. All right, y'all. Okay, so you guys are not going out. You guys are going to stay in while I go. Okay. No. All right, thank you. I will be back. All right, you all. So I'm off to get a colonic on the summer solstice. Like a good Virgo. So today is a Venus day. Venus is the day that I ask for donations. Reciprocity, that's all it is. If you get value from this work, if you love it like I do, oh my God, I love it so much. If you love it, then I ask that you donate or say thank you or... Okay, that was a long one. I said, or send me your music playlist. People share their art with me. People do all sorts of things that I really appreciate because it's about the connection. That's really all it's about. It's about connecting the loop, connecting the energy so that when we connect the energy, morning. Hold on. Okay, you guys, hold on a second. Okay. So,
heading to 5561 West Manchester Avenue.
Yes, I am. I was just watching Snow White the other day. That is so funny you said I'm like Snow White. I was just watching Snow White. Happy first day of summer. They just had a, Disney just did Snow White, and I just watched it the other day. It was interesting. They gave her a little more character. So, Venus. So, it's literally about creating a circuit. It's literally about creating a circuit of reciprocity that is an energy cycle. And Saturn is cause and effect, but Venus is reciprocity. Saturn is this karmic thing. Saturn is reading your motivation, right? Why you do things. And Venus is what you actually do. And you got to understand this shit. That is so dope and so deep, right? This reality is based in cause and effect, the motivation behind what you do. So people can do something that looks like it's a really great thing, but if their motivation is not clear and clean, then that creates karma. But then if what you do is... what you do in the world also creates a reciprocity. So there are layers to this shit. There are layers. I love it so much. It makes me feel so safe and happy to have an understanding, because I don't fully understand. I would not be arrogant enough to say that. But to have an understanding of how it works on some level. And when I see it, it's the most magical shit ever. I'm like it's orgasmic for me. I'm like, oh my God. Sometimes I'm just like, whoever created this reality, this game, this experience that we're in, this car just turned behind a garbage truck. Okay, it'll work it out. Whoever created this experience that we're in, almost as if there's somebody, tucked away running it all. It would be a black woman if it were, but this thing is magical. It is so amazing. And today is the first day of summer. Summer comes in tonight at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let me show y'all what's going on. So I don't have a driver. The car is behind a garbage truck, which is definitely not in a hurry. Okay. Oh, you gotta love this stuff. Okay. So I've been in so many conversations already. Okay, so here's what I want to say. Venus, reciprocity. If you feel called to donate or send your music playlist or say thank you, if you want to donate, you can do that at Cash App, which is $ Monique Ruffin, Venmo, which is @ Monique-Ruffin, PayPal, which is MoniqueCRuffin@gmail.com. And if you want to send me a Zelle, send me a private message and I will give you my telephone number. Okay, so today is the first day of summer. We have the moon in Aries until right as the sun goes into Cancer, the moon will go into and so we get to create our lives. People who are artists are in a mindset of creating. We all are creating. Even if we're in a mindset of working for somebody else or believing that somebody has a power. Oh yeah, I do accept Apple Pay. I do. This car is just here and I'm just distracted now. Okay. So it's important for us to understand that we are creative by nature. That is our natural way of being, to create. We are always creating. Our thoughts are always creating. Our choices are creating. Our words are creating. Creation is the core way of being in this reality. There is no other way to exist except that you are creating. Like I said, artists understand this, but I talk to people all the time who, thank you, Rob. I talk to people often who don't believe that they are creative. They will say, I'm not really creative. No, you are. You are. Your thoughts are creating. Your feelings are creating. Being a painter or a singer or a dancer doesn't make you a creator. That is just an expression of it, but you are creating constantly. This little vehicle is just, oh, God bless it. Come on, sweet baby. It's okay. We can get out of it. Let's go forward. Let's go forward. Let's go forward. Let's go energetically forward. Go forward. Okay. So, have you been intentional in your creations? Have you been using your power, your energy intentionally? Or have you been allowing other systems, other negativity, family patterns, trauma, social conditioning? Have you been allowing that to use your power? We are at the beginning of summer, and when I think of the beginning of summer, I'm going to say this out loud because this is really what it is. It's literally like summer is the beginning of the masculine phases, is a masculine energy. It's summertime is when we're more externally focused, and it's literally like the sun having an orgasm all over us. It's literally like the sun. This little vehicle is just, oh goodness. Like the sun is just ejaculating on us. And are you receptive to this new energy, this new light with new ideas? Are you doing something new? Because it's going to pollinate whatever you got going on. That is what the summer is. The summer is an incredible pollination of whatever you are already thinking about, whatever you're putting your attention in, whatever you have seeded up till now is now, up till now, with every day, every minute, your inner, is going to be pollinated. It's coming into life. So that's really it, y'all. Like today is a day where the energy is high, and people are going to become less and less conscious of their creative power, and so things might begin to get really chaotic because we're at a high time and we are at like a destructive shift in our world. So if people haven't been planning and been intentional, there could be a lot of frustration and rage, and the astrology is very intense. But if you have been doing your work, you will be in a different reality. A new world is really opening up, you all. Like literally a new experience. And the thing that's such a trip about this stuff is that it comes through you. It comes through you. So if you have been planning and creating and focusing your energy, what's going to come through you is the reality of what you've been creating. But if you have been in chaos and fear and destruction and opposition to what's trying, you will experience more of that. So it's just a very, it is a split. There's a split happening. But the split is happening inside of you. That's what you got to know. The split is happening inside. And I'm going to tell you what that is looking like for me. Yesterday I had a client who I read their chart and I was like, you're in the old world. I said that to my client. I was like, you're in the old world. You are at the precipice. There's a new world opening up, and it can open through you, or you can be in the old. And they were experiencing health challenges because they weren't on to the new thing. So their system was starting to break down. Their body was starting to break down. And here's the thing. It's not too late. It can get too late, but it's not too late yet. If you are willing to do the work is like climbing up a mountain. If you're willing to do the work, you can get to a new plateau inside of yourself. And they had the chart of someone who really was, they had like the sun in the 10th house, Pluto in the 10th house, Uranus in the 10th house. This is someone who has like fame and success. And that's not what their life looked like. Their life looked small, contracted. And I was just like, these are the things you have to do to get where you're meant to be. This is what you'll need to do to get where you're meant to be. And I'm seeing it in my own self. Like, I'm seeing that how important it is for me to really let go of my past and step into what I have fully built. Like, how it shows up inside of me is like a real desire to live from my subconscious wisdom, like to deny what I see and to live into the feeling and know that what I feel is accurate and what I see is an illusion. And I have lived based on what I see up till now, but in the last couple of years I've been really practicing it. But it's almost like my spirit is saying, it's now the rubber is hitting the road. Let that old shit go. It is no more. It doesn't exist any longer. And so we're all being asked to cut the cord of our old self, cut the umbilical cord and become who you're really meant to be. Okay, you say, yesterday I felt messages of stoke and shingles, old wounds. Then I got a download saying this is no longer acceptable. And then the energy came in like a coating, feminine. And since then, the feelings have changed. The way I am with all of this, letting it all go is the best medicine. Oh, stroke, yes. Health stuff, yes. Because the South Node is in Virgo. So we are being asked to clean up the health things, right? And the health things, it's important for us to know that the health challenges we have are emotional. So like my client yesterday was going through all this health stuff and I was letting her know, I was like, I get you're seeing doctors, but are you doing the emotional work? Are you doing the emotional healing of these patterns? Because if you just continue to go let the doctors, they just are charging you money for stuff. They're not really healing you. And that's what this is. It's like emotional. You have to heal emotional. Like I told you guys when I went to the doctor and they told me that I had breast cancer, and and I healed it with looking at how I was overgiving and iodine and how I was extracting more nutrients from my body than I was putting in, overgiving, being zapped, my energy being zapped by the environment, right? So I had to really learn to prioritize myself. So that's what these health things are. These health things are emotional patterns that we've inherited from our ancestors that need to be healed. Otherwise, they're going to corrupt our systems. So it's a rubber meeting the road. It's a shit to get off the pot. Like, this is it, y'all. Like, I don't know what else to say. I just am very grateful. And then I see Monty just told Monty, I texted you. I hope you got my text. Text me back if you did. Just checking on you. And we are in the summer solstice. It's summertime. It's go time now. Like all your intentions and goals. It's time to enact. It's time to put them into action. It's time to move. It's it. This is it, y'all. All right, you all. I am off to, this is something else that I wanted to talk about, healing. I'm sorry. Okay. Last night in my meditation, I was reminded, when I was young, my energy was so creative. And how it would show up was that I would get pregnant. And I know this is like intimate subject, but I don't have any of that shit going on. So I grew up in a, like, as women, we are highly creative, and it can show up as a high sex drive when you're a teenager. And when I was a teenager, I had this really high sex drive, and I would get pregnant, like, really easily. Like, somebody just looked at me and thought about me, and I was very aware that I wasn't taught how to use that energy. I wasn't taught. I was told to just shut it down because it was a sin. But it was a force that was moving through me. There was a force of energy that was moving through me that I didn't know how to shut down. And I couldn't take birth control pills because it would make me sick. And so by the time I was 20, maybe I had 4 abortions. And what it did inside of me was it made me afraid of sex. But sex was it was in me to be creative, right? This is this creative energy. And so I shut down my creative energy. I cut it off. And when I had abortions out of fear, and every month when I was in a relationship and I couldn't take birth control, I would be so afraid of my creative power that I would go to war with my body, war with my energy, and my energy stopped really producing in the way that it could because I mentally and emotionally went to war with it. And now that I am a woman who is I don't have a period any longer. I'm not getting pregnant any longer, but my creative power is still a driving force in my life. I have had to turn my power back on. Because I had shut it down with fear. I had shut it down with shame. I had shut it down with not being discerning and not understanding how the energy worked, with ignorance. And I wanted to share this because as women, we are so creative, and we have not been taught how to use our creative energy, how that reproduction energy really works. And I want us to know that we are not to be afraid of that energy. We are to learn to work with that energy. And you don't have to get pregnant. That's all I know. You can use your sexual energy intentionally, but you have to be so on it, so with it, so with your own system and you have to give it. If you don't give it something to create, it will create a human. If you don't give it something to do every month and you're having sex unprotected, it will create a human. But you must relate to this energy. You must relate to it. You cannot, like, I would just be afraid of it. And what I tell you, what I've seen occur is because I was so afraid of it, it's like it doesn't reach its optimal possibility because I've been so afraid of it. I've had to undo that. And now I'm getting it back. I'm getting the power back. I can feel it coming online. I can feel my reality becoming thoughts. I think something and it happens really fast. I can feel when I'm connected and when I'm not connected. But what I saw in my meditation was that the reason I didn't have access to it was because I had cut it off in trying not to get pregnant. We have lost creative energy overall. Look at the cookie cutting. You're in a man's body, Rob. So I don't know. I won't align to that. We have lost creative energy overall because I'm in a woman's body. I'm in a black woman's body. I don't know that we've lost it. I know that I've turned it down. It's like turning off a faucet. I don't think it's lost. I don't think it's lost. So I'm not going to agree to that language. I know that I've turned it down and I'm turning it back up. And And creative energy doesn't die. It just gets co-opted. So it's just been co-opted, and I'm just calling it back. It's not lost. It's been going to things that I was unconscious about. But it never dies. So it's not lost because it never dies. Yeah, energy doesn't die. So I'm just turning it back on and rerouting it into the ways that it's meant to work for me. And so I want all women to understand that you have this possibility, and if you want to learn how to do it, just come and work with me. That's all. All right, you all. Thank you in advance. Rob, thank you for your donation. Rob just sent me an Apple Pay. I don't know how you did that, Rob. What'd you do? You use my telephone number? And if you want my telephone number. So he just sent me an Apple Pay. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And thank you for all your donations. Happy summer solstice. This is remarkable. Yesterday when I was doing my reading with the woman that I was reading for, she was like a 57-year-old woman. And I was like, I'm going to say things that sound really strange because we're not taught to believe this, but we're literally changing as a species. We're literally changing as a species. And it sounds crazy, but I'm living through it. So I know that it's possible. And if you have not tapped into the energy for your own transformation, I encourage you to do so, because if you don't tap in, you're going to just suffer, because it's changing. Like, you're just going to literally suffer. You're going to get sick. Your system's going to break down. Your relation, like, all the things are going to break down. So I encourage you to take advantage of the transformation that's occurring. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.